Hi friends, hope you're doing well today. So I'm back with our next step in the journal here. So I said that I was going to do some stenciling, light stenciling with that new Tim Holtz, you know what I'm talking about, the stencil. I just did a little bit with the blue on those plain pages. Not to say they're going to stay plain, but I just didn't want to see plain white. So I just went ahead and did a little bit on each one, and we'll see how it goes, right? So the next thing I wanted to do was some collaging on some of the wallpapers that have the printing on it. So I'm going to move this aside. So what I did was I had an older atlas, and I was thinking, well, these gals, when you look at them, they're shopping, they're going somewhere, and then you see the buildings and everything, and I was thinking, well, what kind of towns would they be going to? Like Chicago, downtown Chicago has a lot of boutiques. New York, I know Denver, Colorado, and I mean, we can go on and on. Paris, I'm sure a lot of the other states have fancy, but I was just trying to think of ones off the top of my head, and I thought, well, why don't I use some map to do some collaging throughout the journal, and so you would know that these are the cities and things that these ladies are shopping in, right? So I wanted to, for instance, I ripped out this piece here quick enough just to show you. And what I was thinking of doing, this is the very back page, and I was going to probably glue these two edges down to make it a tuck, but because of the wording there, I wanted to put some map on there just to cover it up. And I already kind of ripped it, so then when it's in the book, you'll see New York, Hoboken, you'll see Coney Island, and I think and the colors work well. I think the colors of the maps work really well with the kit. It's all those kind of faded colors, don't you think? So anyway, that's what I want to do. I'm going to add a little bit of different maps, and I want to cover up some of the writing on the wallpaper, and then probably use some of it for collaging and on tags and things like that. So I already had ripped this one to the size I needed, so I'm just going to kind of glue this in already to get us started here. So I hope you're all doing well. I'm excited working on this. It's something different. It's not vintage, it's just something, I don't know, it's just something different that and it's a little out of what I would normally do. So it was a little bit of a thinker for me, because I like doing but it's good to push ourselves out of our comfort zones, don't you think? And I'm just going to trim that little bit off, because if it's easy all the time, then what fun is that? So I think it's good to push ourselves out of our comfort zones to make things that we are not as comfortable with. So I like that. So I am going to go ahead and just glue those down right now. And I like working on this not sewn in, because you see how much easier it is to work in, right? All right, so let's just push this down here for now. Yeah, so oh, and I will show you the cover. I did put the faux corners on it. It turned out really nice. So I'll show you that in 1 second here. Make sure this is glued down. I just want to make sure I have clean hands here. So here it is. So there we go. Isn't that pretty? I think that looks really pretty. So And then when you open it, you've got those corners on it. So I'm really happy how that turned out. Okay, so let me move my glue book for a second. So we have that one done, and it kind of goes up to this is the first page here. So it goes there, and then here's the back, and I like that. So let's see where else I was going to put some. Just right now on the wallpaper pieces, I think here. I thought I had a piece ripped, but no. Okay, that's fine. Well, oh, you know what I was going to do on here instead of I had a piece of this pretty white with silver on there, and I thought since this is kind of almost silvery, it is silvery, it's very dull. I thought I could probably tear a piece here, put it down here, and put some over here on this side. So that's what I was going to, and I was just going to, since it's a pocket, I was just going to kind of tear it here. But I didn't tear it good enough, did I? Okay, that's fine. Maybe I can use it on this side. Let's try that again. Let me try that again. This time, a little nicer maybe, right? And if not, I have another piece. I just didn't want it to be cut like even, you know. Just wanted to tear it a little. So let's see how that works out. Still not quite right. All right, well, let's go this way then. I'll go this way. This will work. Kind of, not. Wow, I really butchered that, didn't I? Let me get another piece here. I have another one here. That's okay. We'll use that for something else. Not a problem. Let me do this a little more nicer here. So we're going to put that there. And I'm going to rip it there and to here. Okay, there we go. Okay, and then let's hope I do this right. I'll just kind of rip it here, and that should work. Okay, let me just get this little edge off here, and I just want to glue that in here, like so, and then this one up here I'll glue up here, just to give it something on the inside. So I will get my glue book here. And it's a fun one though, I have to say. It's something really, really different. Okay. Looking for my this. So then that just kind of adds a little covering there, and then let me get this one on the other side so they'll be kind of cohesive. Okay. All right, there we go. So then it just kind of, when you open it, you get to that page, it's just like a little extra something, and there'll be stuff in the pockets anyway. And then when you turn to the other one, and this way it kind of covers up the the writing. Okay, so there's that one. But I was going to do some on the red here. Oh, yes, here. On this one here. So let me move that out of the way. And this one's got Denver and Colorado Springs on it. And I kind of ripped that to go like that. Although I was thinking to do the top part here just a little bit haphazardly. And always save these because this is great collage paper for our collage that we're going to do, right? So I'm going to glue that on. Getting a page in my glue book here. It is cold here in Illinois. I don't know. I know we got a little bit of snow finally. And yeah, the cold has come. And it rightly so. I mean, it is winter, right? We knew it was coming. We knew it was coming, and that's how it goes. Okay. So that goes like that, and I like some of this map coming over here. So that's just covering up the writing on the wallpapers. All right, so I think we got that all done. There's that. Now the next thing I want to do is let's start making something. So I'm kind of going to get myself a new page here. So, okay, so I have seen, I mean, this is easy. I had seen Francesca from Love Junk Journals. Francesca, she's in, I think she's in Italy. Francesca, I'll have to look her up. I'll link her below. And then a couple other gals have done this too. But what I did was I took an envelope, and it was a legal size envelope, and you can cut off as much as you want. I think I cut off about 1.5 inches off the top. I ran it through an embossing folder. You can kind of see some embossing on there. It's just like abstract writing, and I think I have it here somewhere, my folder. But I have a lot of embossing folders. I think a lot of us have it. It's just a Stampin' Up! One. It doesn't even have a name on it, but it just has a lot of like stuff, just, you know, whatever. So I ran it through the whole thing, sealed it, ran it through, okay? And I did put a little piece of paper there to cover up the lines and the stamp area. So now what I'm going to do is get my little corner thing here and my scissors, and I'm going to trim off the corners. Now they have she has done it with where you can put ink in the embossing folder. I tried it. I think the blue that I'm using is too strong because I didn't like the way it came out. And so what I was thinking of doing is taking the blue, the Salty Ocean. I was just going to kind of gently go over this just to give it some color over the raised area, because I did use a different embossing folder and put the ink on it, and it was just, the blue is so strong, you know, so I'm like, So I'm just doing that just to give it some color. I don't know if you can even see that. So now what you do is you take the front part here that you clipped, and you fold it over. And I'm going to try to get it even here. Like that, see? I don't mind the black inside here and here showing because, you know, there is black in the journal. So I'm not going to worry about that. But if you wanted to, you could take any kind of paper and you can cut a piece of paper and just slip it inside like a big piece and then have it covering that opening. Okay, but I'm okay with that black because there's black in the journal. This top part here, I'm thinking I want to cover it. So I can either cover it with some map, or I have just a strip. I found this laying in my bin, scrap bin. So I think I might just do that because I think it's the same kind of paper. I think it's from Ruby and Pearl. So I am just going, and I like the blue in here. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just clip some of this off. I'm going to put glue on the strip, and I'm going to cover that back strip because that will show. But and then you will decorate the envelope a little bit, and then make a tag to go inside. So I'm going to put this here like that, just to cover that back flap. I don't mind the black flap on the front. And now I could just trim off the excess. Make sure I have it. Okay. So I'm just going to follow the envelope. Now, you don't even have to glue these in. If you make these for a journal, you can clip them on with a paper clip. And then you have the back to do something with too. But see, now that looks nice. I'm gonna just put some glue stick on this flap here, and I'm gonna glue that down. I like that so far. For the front, this is one of the tags, and I thought she might look really good on the front, but I don't want to use the whole tag. So I'm wondering what it would look like if I would cut her to be skinnier. So let's just see what it looks like. I'm going to see what it's going to do. Let me check it. This might need to be thinner. Yes, definitely thinner. Okay, so I'm going to take a little more off here. Closer. Let's try that. I'm trying to keep that tree on there, but I don't know if that's going to work because I don't want to cover up my window too much. But I think I will have to trim off a little more. I don't want to trim her off anymore. So let's just do this. Let's just trim this a little more. That's okay, because she is the focal point here. So I was thinking of putting that right here, like that. And I know there's one side here that's cut, but you know what? I'm gonna put a snowflake, I think, there. So let's just try this. Let's just see what it looks like. I'm not gonna ink any more than I have to. I'm gonna see if that's gonna work. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this. Boy, I'm really into the ripping today, huh? I'm gonna do that because I'm gonna put a snowflake up there. So let's get that on. I'm almost thinking, no, I'm gonna just do it. You know, sometimes overthinking. Sometimes you just got to go with your first intuition and do it, and it is what it is. So let's get that on there. I know I embossed it, and you don't see a lot of it, but you do see enough of it that it's not a plain envelope, okay? That's what I like about it. And there is a very little bit of color on there, which I like. Okay. All right, so now, let's see. I want to, I even was looking at my trim here too, putting some of that trim on there. Kind of like that. I could put it across. Let's see how that works. Or I could put it down here. That might look good too. Okay, we'll play with that. Let's see. I'm getting ahead of myself here. Snowflakes. Snowflakes. Where are you? Here you are. Let's see what kind of snowflake will go on there. Because there are snowflakes on the pages throughout the journal, so I'm using Amy's snowflakes to accentuate these. So I was thinking of putting this one right here. I think that looks really cute. And we can even do one over here. I like it. And do we want to put this blue trim? I'm thinking I do. And do I want to do it this way? But then I can't put, I have to put my snowflake first. I would have to do that first. Let's see. If I put that there, then this would have to go like that. And that would go here. To keep with the long version. And then if I went here, I'm thinking to be different, the long version. So I'm going to glue my snowflake on first. So let's get some glue on here. And I usually use my wet glue, but I'm trying to see if this is going to work with the glue stick. I think it will. I think it's going to be fine. And I'm going to put that right up here, like that. Yeah, that works fine. Okay, and now this one might be a little trickier. Might have to do my glue trick. You know my glue trick, right? Okay. My glue trick. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so my glue trick. It's not mine. I've seen other people do it, but you know what? It works. It really does work. So, okay, I'm going to put that right here on the window like that. We're still going to see the tag through the window. Okay, and then to put this on, let's see what I do it that far. What do you think? I'd like that. A little bit of bling. I don't know. Or do I do just a little bit here? I don't want to like do too much. Maybe here would be best. I'm thinking, I don't know. What do you think? I wish I could hear you. I wish I could hear what you're saying. Or do I just go across the bottom? This way it doesn't interfere with anything else. Still looks good. Wow. Yeah, I'm thinking, I don't think I want it there. And I still want to see this, so I'm gonna do this and hope that most of you said, yes, that's what I was telling you to do. I don't know, we'll see. So now for this does not have adhesive backing, so I am going to use fabric tack for this one. And I am going to put it right on the envelope here because it's going to be a lot easier to do that than try to get it on this trim. And this will be just fine. Okay. There we go. I think it's cute. It's a perfect blue too. I wish I remember where I got it from. I wish I could tell you, but I'm thinking Hobby Lobby at one time. I think so. So that's pretty. Okay, so let's see how that's going to look on our first page here. Okay, so let me just get this together, and I'll just keep it closed here. So I was thinking this is going to be on the first page here. I like it. So now we have to make a tag to go with it. Okay, so then the tag, I have this alterations tag. It's a real tag, I think. Yes, it is. A couple snowflakes. I have a vintage, I guess this is a vintage, well, it's definitely an older looking ticket. It's not new. I have a New Jersey stamp, and I thought maybe we could put her, because I think she would look really cute coming out of the window. So anyway, let's get her this cut out, and we'll get our first tag and little pocket done here. Like that. Okay, and I'm just gonna pop the little corners off here, because that's what I do. Okay, I could vintage this up a little bit, the edges here on the photo. All right, let's see. Now, I could put a little bit of map on there if I want. That would be fine, like that. And then I was thinking of putting her, we're going to have to figure out where she goes on there. And then I was going to do, I like the words and the letters. I was going to maybe do this ticket here and a snowflake, and I don't want to cover up Boulder, and then the snowflake here, and I don't want to cover up that red. So that's kind of, I don't think I'm going to use the New Jersey stamp. So let's get this down. Let's get my glue book out here real quick. I went through my things. I'll have to show you another time, next video maybe, of all the Tim Holtz dolls and photos that I have. It's crazy. Am I the only one? I don't think so. I think we all, that we collect Tim Holtz stuff, I think we all have it. I'm going to try to use a bunch of it. Okay. I'm going to put her, now I want to see where this goes. When we stick this in here, I want to see where it sits. I'm going to leave the string on, and it fits in there. So now this has to tell me, I want her to be like right in here. So to place her, I'm going to make sure I put the button above the 2. Let's just see what that looks like. Wow, that's okay. So I might have to cut some of that off. That's okay. Maybe I'll I'll glue it on, and then I'll cut that off like that. That'll work. I wonder if I went higher, how it would look. Yeah, I could go a little higher on her, I think. And then the ticket. Okay, so I'm going to put the ticket. I want the ticket to kind of go under here, unless I do it this way. I could do it this way too. That way. Put that there. and this down here on her. Should I do ticket that way? Or will I use my ticket? Because it does kind of go, I know there's a little green, but there's green in the map too. I could, if I do the stamp here like that, do the ticket here like that, put the snowflake, maybe like that. Okay. All right, I'm going to glue that stamp on. I'm just on my glue book over here, getting glue. I'm going to put that in here. I'm going to put that right here. I think that's where I want it. I hope. Got to make sure I have her right. Okay. Right there. I'm going to leave it. Okay. Then I'm going to put her there, and I want to put the ticket here. All right, so let's get her on now. I'm going to use my fabric tack for her. And I can cut the excess off. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so that's gonna go here. I don't want to cut her head. I don't think I will, so that'll work. Okay, now ticket. I might not even, let's see. Ticket, please, tickets. Now I'm thinking of Polar Express. Okay, I think I'm gonna do it this way. Okay, I might as well just keep going with this for now. So it picks up the green in the map, and this dusty blue kind of picks up the blues. I think I'm gonna go that way. That way. That way. Okay, now I'm going to use my glue to put on my snowflakes again. And I'm going to do that right here, so you can still see Boulder. And then let's get this little guy on here, this cutie. I'm going to put that on her. Let's see if I can get some glue on there. Okay. This is a delicate one. I'm going to put that on her. Okay, that one little one. I'm going to get some glue on there. Okay. There we go. Okay, so now the only other thing I have to do is trim her off here. And maybe just do a little inking on the edge here. And then we'll check it out, how it looks. And no, I guess it looks fine, just like that. I like it. Let me just trim these two little edges here, the little corners here. I'm going to leave that string on, because that is the tag. Okay, so then we put this in here. And oh yes, that's good. she's looking through the window with her snowflake on. Isn't that neat? Okay. So that is going to go on this first page here. See, and I'm going to put that on there. I won't do it yet, but that is going to be the first page when you open the journal. That envelope and the tag inside. I might even I'll probably put a snowflake hanging on here. I feel like I could do that, so we'll see. But okay, friends, I'm going to let you go, and I'll see you in the next video to make more ephemera for our journal. Take care now. Bye.